Hey guys, let's get some homework help going. This week you had page 59. It should look just like this. We're going to go over a couple of the strategies that we talked about in class to help some of you out. The first thing we're going to do is do fractions on a number line. I know that all of you can do fractions. I'm going to make an easy one over here. Okay. I can look at this shape. I can see that it is one whole square-ish looking thing. But I know that it's been cut into pieces, and it's been cut into 4 pieces, so 4 will be on my bottom denominator. And now I have to decide how many am I actually going to use. Today let's shade 2. So this makes 2/4. Pretty easy. Same thing happens if I have a fraction. I can turn it into a shape. I know that I need 6 pieces because my denominator tells me 6, so there's 6 pieces. And my numerator says I need 3, so there's 1, 2, 3, boom. Easy peasy. But when we put fractions on a number line, we're taking this shape and we're actually kind of stretching it out. And we started figuring out that if you kind of draw the shape on top of the number line, it makes a little more sense. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start here, I'm going to stop over here, and I am actually going to draw it. Trace it just like that. And then at each one of these little marks, I know that I'm going to make a cut. Check it out. There's 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at these denominators. There's 6's, so it kind of makes sense. Now, I can tell that each one of these pieces is going to be 1/6. But as I start putting them together, they're going to get bigger. If I started here and I stopped there, I've only had 1 out of the 6 pieces. Now if I keep going, I have 1/6 plus 1/6, which would make 2 out of 6. Let's keep going. One more would be 3/6, because 1/6, 1/6, 1/6. The next one would be 4/6. They already did it for us. The next one would be 5/6, and giving us 6/6 at the end. Pretty easy if you are reading the fractions correctly. Remember that denominator is really important. Point A is right there, and we've already labeled it as 2/6. Point B is right there, and it's 3/6. And I'll let you guys finish the last 2. All you have to do is find the points on the line. If you look at the next one, I've kind of see that they're similar, except that this one is all drawn out and this one is not. So it's up to you to use these fraction strips to help you complete the number line. You need to finish this number line, and then you need to locate and draw a point for the fraction. So you need to draw and locate what are these missing pieces. We had a lot of word problems. Okay, we're going to work on the very first one together. The first thing I'm going to do is stop here. I'm going to stop here. And my question. Alright, the question is, how many laps does it take to walk 3/4 of a mile? So we're looking at a mile. We're only going to use 3/4, and we need to know the laps. Now remember, a lap means you're going to go around something one time, like when you go around the park. When you go all the way around, that's 1 lap. When you go around it again, that's 2. When you go around it again, 3. And when you go around it again, 4. So you're walking over and over and over again. So let's start the story. There is a walking trail at the park. 4 laps around the trail is a distance of 1 mile. That means I have time to make 1 whole mile. So think about it. If I start walking here and I walk around the park 1 time, I've only done 1 out of 4 laps. If I walk again, I've done another 1/4. But together, they're 2/4. If I walk again, that's another fourth. And if I walk again, that's another fourth. Hey, that makes 4/4. That makes one whole thing. Well, the question asks, how many does it take to walk 3/4? Well, if I look at 3/4, that's how many I would shade. And I can see that I had to go around the park 1, 2, 3 times. I had to go around the park 3 times. The next question asks, how many laps does it take to walk 1/4 of a mile? I'll let you guys decide how much would 1/4 of a mile be. The back page has a lot more of checking which number line is looking right and matches the story. You've got a part where you need to actually finish labeling this one. Make sure you're very careful with some of these, especially this multi-step. I need you to draw this first sentence. Mrs. Foster has 6 cups of lemonade. Draw the 6 cups, guys. Okay? And then, guess how many I need? I only need 5/6. So how many cups would that be? The next part of your homework was page 65. And these were pretty easy. You need to take this and tell me what fractions you would have to use to add them together. And you can, to be simple, you could do 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 equals 4/6. Or you can be creative and think of those crazy ones we were doing in class. And I'll let you guys figure these out. We could do it backwards, where I have the pieces and you need to tell me what's the total. And then we're going to go ahead and work on one of the word problems together. Oh, let's work on this bottom one because there's no answers for it. I can go ahead and put my stops. There's no question. That's crazy. So that means we have to start all the way at the beginning. Mr. Ayer cuts 1 melon into 8 equal pieces. A melon is a melon, same in English, same in Spanish, but he only has 1 of them and they're going to be in 8 pieces. So there's my melon and my 8 pieces. Boom, chicka boom. Now write the number 1 as a sum of unit fractions that name each piece of melon. This is where a lot of us got confused. They're like, write the number 1. Where's 1? Well, think about it. There is one melon. There's 1 melon. But I need to add the fractions. I need to add the pieces all together. So if I think about it, each one of these would be 1/8. How can I add all these together to make the whole thing? You could say 1/8 plus 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 1/8. It might take you forever. There are other faster ways. Try and think of at least one different way to add these together to make the whole thing. I want all of it together to make 8 eighths. The back page, just be really careful with that multi-step again. There's 2 of them. Okay. There's that orange. If you remember the test, we had an orange on the test. Make sure to draw an orange. Make sure the orange has 4 pieces. A bookshelf, remember what a bookshelf is. This bookshelf has 6 equal cubbies. The bookshelf we have in class looks just like it. The bookshelf where all of my books are has 6 cubbies. It looks just like that, and all of our books go in it. We call those little holes, we call those cubbies, for some of us that didn't know. Try your best to figure out what's going on, okay? In this one, we're going to put stuff in some of them, and some of them are going to be empty. I want to know about the empty ones, not the full ones. I want to know empty. So be really careful. Good luck. If you need help, please come to school early. I'm here at 7:30. Or you need to stop me during recess so that we can practice together. All right? See you guys on Friday.